the beginning, there was silence in Asgard, a stillness that belied the turmoil brewing just beyond the golden halls. Sigrun, a Valkyrie serving Odin, destined to guide fallen warriors to Valhalla's embrace. Night, I weave for you the tale of Ragnarok, the prophesied end and rebirth of worlds. Ancient runes etched upon stones speak of a great battle that would shatter the realms and engulf even the mightiest gods in despair. I whisper these words. Imagine the weight of those foretellings hanging over us like dark clouds ready to burst. This solemn moment, we find Odin the All-Father gathering his kin beneath the majestic branches of Yggdrasil. Air crackles with tension as he stands before them, eyes gleaming with both wisdom and worry. He knows what is to come. He senses it in his bones. With heavy heart, he shares the prophecy revealed to him through haunting visions. Betrayal will arise from within their ranks, chaos will reign, and many shall fall before Fenrir's jaws. The gods exchange anxious glances as each contemplates their fate. Thor's hand tightens around Mjolnir, his mighty hammer a symbol of strength, but also an emblem of looming battles ahead. His resolve remains unshaken. Bravery courses through his veins like thunder itself. Amidst this gathering storm looms Loki the trickster god, whose laughter echoes through Asgard's halls like a distant storm wind. Sharp wit and cunning charm, he stirs unease among them all. Rumors pass between gods like flickering shadows. Suspicion begins to slither into their hearts. Senses it too a dark presence, growing stronger among them. He urges his fellow deities to prepare for what lies ahead, not just against external foes, but against each other as well. They must stand united or risk falling prey to discord sown by Loki's deceitful hand. They deliberate their strategies under Yggdrasil's watchful gaze. My heart swells with purpose. I know my duty, as Valkyrie is intertwined with theirs. Plot their paths toward war. I roam among mortal battlefields below, collecting valiant souls destined for Valhalla, where glory awaits them beyond death's door. And in those moments of valor, above Midgard's fields, darkness envelops me. Fenrir stirs restlessly beneath layers of earth, and stone his power rising unchecked, while Jormungandr coils relentlessly through ocean depths, both beasts destined for destruction at Ragnarok's onset. Uneasy silence descends upon Asgard, as day turns into dusk, a reminder that time flows swiftly toward destiny. Forces arrayed against them grow stronger each passing day, while Loki's laughter echoes ominously across realms like thunder heralding storms yet to come. I breathe deeply amid this uncertainty, preparing myself for what is written in fate's threads woven throughout existence itself. And so begins our journey into darkness, towards Ragnarok, the prophesied end that heralds new beginnings amidst ash and fire. The winds whispered ominously through the valleys and mountains of Asgard. Clouds began to gather, dark and heavy, casting shadows over the land. Sigrun, her voice soft yet unwavering, spoke of the tension that gripped both gods and mortals alike. Stood tall upon a hilltop, his brow furrowed with worry as he looked out toward the horizon. The signs from Heimdall were clear. A storm was brewing not just in the sky, but within their very ranks. Heimdall's keen sight had pierced through layers of time and destiny, revealing visions of chaos unfurling like a dark curtain around them. With each passing day, Fenrir grew stronger in his underground prison, gnashing his teeth against the chains that bound him. Meanwhile, in Midgard's vast oceans coiled Jormungandr, its scales glinting like obsidian under murky waters, an embodiment of destruction, waiting to strike. And continued her tale as she guided fallen warriors into Valhalla's golden halls. Each soul was filled with pride for their bravery, but also trepidation for what awaited them in this impending war. Strong connection to one another, these were not mere individuals, but threads woven tightly into the fabric of fate itself, a camaraderie forged by shared battles and noble sacrifices. But amidst this gathering strength was a sense of unease among the gods themselves. Loki's laughter echoed through Asgard's grand halls like thunderclouds, heralding an approaching storm. His trickery seeped into every corner of their existence. Seeds of doubt sprouted between friends and allies alike, as whispers turned into murmurs that danced on the wind. Or often found himself questioning loyalties. Could he trust those who once stood shoulder to shoulder in battle? The mighty god felt his heart grow heavy as he pondered how jealousy and fear could lead even the strongest hearts astray. In quiet moments beneath starlit skies, he sought solace in memories of victories past, but knew that darkness loomed closer than ever before. Odin too sensed this disquiet. His wise eyes watched over Asgard with deepening concern. Despite being revered as Allfather, he felt vulnerable before fate's unfolding tapestry. Each thread was interwoven, with conflict born from Loki's cunning designs. Odin met with Thor frequently during this period. They discussed strategies, while keeping wary glances towards Loki's whereabouts. Atmosphere thickened like fog rolling over distant mountains. The air crackled with anticipation as doom approached relentlessly, despite their efforts to prepare for it. Described nights, when Valkyries gathered under moonlit skies sharing tales about fallen heroes, whose courage would soon be needed again, a reminder that glory could shine bright even amid looming threats. A sense of urgency enveloped all beings across realms. Giants stirred restlessly, beneath frost-covered peaks sharpening swords draped in shadows ready for revenge against Asgardians who dared defy them long ago. Tensions flared dangerously high among gods, while warriors trained diligently in preparation for what lay ahead, their spirits intertwined, yet frayed at edges, where distrust began to weave its way through bonds once thought unbreakable. Sigrun narrated these events softly yet firmly, like soothing waves breaking upon shores. Tired from storms, she urged listeners closer into her tale, a story not only about devastation, but also resilience amidst growing tumultuous tides. In everything known until now, betrayal hangs heavy in the air. Loki's treachery takes root among the gods of Asgard. His laughter, once a source of amusement, now echoes like a haunting melody, twisting friendships into knots of distrust and fear. I watch from my place as Valkyrie, feeling the shift in energy. An unsettling current flows through the halls of our beloved home. As tensions escalate, Odin remains vigilant. He senses Loki's growing influence and knows that soon he will need to face his adopted brother, a confrontation that could fracture their bonds forever. The Allfather convenes his warriors and strategists beneath the sprawling branches of Yggdrasil once more. Together, they seek to fortify their defenses against not just the giants, but also against Loki himself. Thor stands tall among them, determination etched across his features. He clenches Mjolnir tightly, recalling past battles fought with strength and valor. Yet even he is not immune to doubt. Whispers of betrayal swirl around him like a tempest. In private moments, I see him gaze towards Midgard's horizon, wondering if the storm brewing within Asgard is stronger than any foe outside its gates. Meanwhile, Loki stirs chaos among those who would listen his words, weaving tales designed to pit god against god. By one, alliances crumble as suspicion takes root within their hearts like weeds choking tender blooms. Fenrir lies in wait beneath the earth. Jormungandr lurks in shadows unseen, but here in Asgard, it is discord that gains ground. Night falls over our realm, a time when shadows grow long. I find myself drawn to a gathering deep within Asgard's hall, where Thor seeks counsel from Heimdall the watchman with foresight keen as a hawk's eye. Gus ominous signs, beasts stirring from slumber, and storms gathering on distant shores, all heralding doom yet known only through prophecy. It is then that I feel an eruption of power, echoing through the earth itself, a shudder running beneath my feet as Fenrir breaks free from his chains at last. Vengeance awakens him. He rises fierce and relentless toward Odin, the god who had sought to contain him all this time. The battle begins swiftly. Giants led by Loki descend upon Asgard, like a dark tide crashing against golden shores. Thunder rumbles overhead as Thor charges forth with fury ablaze in his heart. A clash of weapons reverberates through realms, an anthem of war igniting across skies, long tinged with dread. Take flight alongside my fellow Valkyries, Our wings spread wide against darkness as we ride toward battlefields where heroes meet destiny head-on. Down into fray after fray, choosing souls worthy of Valhalla's embrace amidst turmoil, consuming everything around us. Yet, even amidst this chaos, I feel an ache deep within a nagging sense that events have spiraled beyond anyone's control, that Ragnarok has begun its inevitable march toward conclusion, each moment leading closer toward unimaginable loss, as I guide brave souls away. From mortal conflicts into eternal restfulness, the weight upon me grows heavier still, knowing full well these moments are fleeting, and what lies ahead will test even the strongest hearts among us, in this dark chapter filled with betrayals and unforeseen chaos. We stand united, yet divided, forged by bonds both sacred and broken, as Ragnarok unfurls before us like tendrils reaching for stars long lost in history's vast tapestry. The world trembled beneath the weight of prophecy. A shroud of darkness descended upon Vigrid Field, the place where destiny would unfold. Ere that Ragnarok began, a fierce clash echoing through the realms, as gods and giants faced one another amidst fire and ash. Voice, gentle yet filled with an undeniable strength, painted vivid images of chaos and valor in the minds of those who listened. The sky roared with fury as Thor strode forth, and Mjolnir gripped tightly in his powerful hands. The thunder god's heart raced, for he knew what lay ahead. Jormungandr awaited him within the tumultuous sea of battle. He took his position against the great Midgard serpent. Lightning crackled from his hammer, a harbinger of destruction ready to be unleashed. The air thickened with tension as warriors gathered around him, their eyes alight with determination. In stark contrast to Thor's resolute stance stood Odin, his figure majestic yet somber, as he confronted Fenrir on the battlefield. A monstrous wolf towered above all else, its eyes burning with insatiable hunger for vengeance against the All-Father who had once shackled it. Their clash sent shockwaves rippling through Vigrid Field, an echo of fate, intertwining their destinies forevermore. And spoke softly about each goddess fighting alongside her fellow Valkyries. They charged into combat like fierce winds sweeping across fields swathed in gold. Each warrior displayed unmatched skill and bravery as they guided fallen souls toward Valhalla's embrace, while also battling ferocious foes determined to claim victory over Asgard's guardians. Amidst this turmoil, Sigrun felt pride swell within her, a sense of purpose echoed in every sword strike and shield raised high against overwhelming odds. But amid glory thrived discord. Loki revealed himself at last not just as a trickster, but an orchestrator of chaos directing armies against former allies. His laughter rang out like a chilling melody, woven into the fabric of war, a reminder that betrayal sometimes lies closest to home. Even now, among flames raging wildly around them, could glimpses seen between friends turn into shadows lurking behind shimmering shields. Sigrun narrated these events unfolding before her ethereal vision. She noticed how courage entwined itself with sorrow. So many heroes fought valiantly, while knowing deep down that some would not return from this cataclysmic conflict. Heartbeats quickened and breaths caught in throats as epic battles raged on. Swords clashed against shields. Echoes mingled with cries both triumphant and desperate, filled every corner draped under twilight skies growing ever darker. Roared defiantly as he swung Mjolnir towards Jormungandr, a decisive strike aimed at severing ties between life and death. But even victory came at cost too great to bear alone. The serpent writhed violently, attempting to ensnare him within its coils. It was then that venomous fangs struck true, bringing swift agony, unfurling like petals blooming under cruel winter's grasp. Slash and backslash, and meanwhile, Odin struggled fiercely against Fenrir, whose jaws snapped dangerously close, threatening everything dear held within his heart. The inevitable moment drew near, when even legends could falter beneath grim realities unfolding. Relentlessly, and backslash, and Sigrun closed her eyes, momentarily summoning memories shared among Valkyries gathered beside her golden throne, how they celebrated victories, won but also mourned losses, engraved eternally upon memory's canvas. Backslash and backslash, and each clash resonated deeply within her soul, reminding all present that nothing remained untouched by fate. Even gods faced demise, amid fires scorching bright, consuming all illusions formed around invincibility. Slash and backslash, and the atmosphere thickened still further, until silence fell eerily across Vigrid Field. After what seemed like eons spent waging war without respite, the battlefield littered with remnants, both glorious, yet tragic, reflecting stories untold. And to every blade drawn through time itself, backslash and with hearts heavy burdened by loss, yet ignited by resilience, Sigrun continued weaving tales rich in detail, depicting moments suspended between triumphs, bittersweet lost, forever leaving listeners enraptured, enveloped within whispers. Through their minds guiding them deeper into dreams, tinged lightly colored shades, bearing witness, only witnessed amongst stars illuminating darkened paths, forged anew amid ashes, scattered, gently cast across vast horizons unbroken. Slash and backslash, and so unfolds Ragnarok, a tale not merely defined by devastation, but instead rebirth, rising boldly from depths engulfed where no light dared shine, before revealing glimmers hidden beneath layers, obscured long-sought forgotten realms. Waiting discovery once more, as the final echoes of battle faded into a haunting silence. Summer atmosphere enveloped the realms. The skies above were dark and foreboding, painted with shades of ash and sorrow, as the aftermath of Ragnarok settled in. Am Sigrun, a Valkyrie serving Odin, here to guide you through this heavy moment where death and destruction have claimed their due. Trembled beneath the weight of grief, many gods had fallen, their once vibrant spirits now extinguished in the flames of war. Or the brave thunder god who stood defiantly against Jormungandr lay lifeless upon Vigrid Field. His strength had proven formidable, yet even Mjolnir could not shield him from the serpent's venom that coursed through his veins, a tragic end for one so valiant. Odin faced his own devastating fate as well. A climactic confrontation with Fenrir, the monstrous wolf, who had long sought revenge against his captor. He met his demise within jaws that devoured not only flesh but hope itself. He fell, whispers of despair rippled through Asgard and beyond. He was both father and king, a beacon of strength now snuffed out. I hovered over the battlefield alongside my fellow Valkyries, our hearts heavy as we gathered souls caught between triumph and tragedy. The cries of warriors filled the air as they were swept into Valhalla's embrace, a realm where honor endured beyond life's fleeting moments. Each spirit brought forth tales of courage while grieving for those left behind. They shared glances brimming with unspoken words for comrades lost amid chaos. During these moments that I felt an intense surge within me, a sense that loss would be intertwined with rebirth. Valhalla's halls, echoes resonated with memories, while new beginnings lingered just at the edge of dreams, waiting to emerge from shadowy depths. Then there was Loki the trickster, whose actions had set these events in motion, standing amidst ruin, like a jester cloaked in shadows cast by his own deceitful hand. Although chaos thrived in his wake, he too bore witness to what remained, fragments torn apart by betrayal echoed, louder than laughter ever could. I guided restless souls into Valhalla's golden gates. My heart swelled with compassion for them, all those heroic mortals and deities, alike who fought valiantly, but fell nonetheless. Every soul I welcomed homeward came bittersweet relief mingled with sorrow. They deserved solace after so much turmoil. Yet even among this desolation, emerged whispers of renewal, a promise that after darkness must come light. Creation would rise anew from ashes scattered across forgotten landscapes, scarred by strife. Land seemed to sigh deeply under its breath, as if anticipating life waiting patiently beneath layers, buried far too long. Time's gentle embrace following destruction rose lush greenery, where fire once consumed all signs pointing toward rebirth shimmering brightly on horizons. Yet unseen, nature began weaving threads anew along paths once ravaged by conflict, a resurgence heralding beauty, born from battle-weary hearts longing for peace again. Thus ends this chapter steeped in heartache and valor. It resonates eternally throughout realms woven together by threads both fragile and strong. Your guide through these mythic tales unfolds before you. I invite you to dream not only about endings, but also about beginnings crafted in starlight shining down upon those willing to believe. Even amidst devastation springs forth new. Hold fast to hope, dear listeners, for even when shadows loom large upon our journeys, remember, thrives within us, all awaiting chance towards brighter tomorrows. As the dust began to settle over Vigrid Field, profound silence enveloped the land that had just witnessed the cataclysmic clash of gods and giants. Igrun, with her gentle voice, painted a picture of rebirth amidst the ashes. Aftermath of Ragnarok lay heavy in the air, yet, even in such despair, there was a whisper of hope, a promise that from destruction would rise something new. The charred remnants of battle were slowly being reclaimed by nature. Blood was spilled and valiant lives lost. Delicate green shoots began to pierce through the soil. Described how vibrant hues emerged from desolation, flowers blossoming in hues forgotten for ages, unfurling against a backdrop of blackened earth. As if life itself refused to be extinguished and sought out every opportunity to thrive. Vivers wandered through this transformed landscape, beings, both mortal and divine, who had endured the trials of Ragnarok. Among them stood Vidar, son of Odin, resolute and unwavering like an ancient oak. His heart burned with vengeance. He had witnessed his father's demise at Fenrir's jaws, and now felt compelled to avenge his kin. Alongside this fierce desire for retribution, flickered an understanding that this new world offered more than just revenge, it offered renewal. Guided listeners through tales of those who would become custodians of this fresh realm, the spirits of fallen warriors, bound not only by honor, but also by duty to nurture what remained. They would protect these burgeoning lands as guardians woven into its very essence, commitment echoing across realms like soft winds whispering secrets among ancient trees. Life once again flourished under radiant skies, where light danced playfully over green fields dotted with wildflowers swaying gently in rhythm, with newfound breezes the sweetness of spring filling their hearts as they rejoiced in survival. Against all odds, the scars left behind by battle became not symbols of loss, but reminders etched deep within memory, the past forged into lessons guiding them forward on paths illuminated bright with possibilities. Voice softened further as she recounted encounters between surviving deities beneath emerald canopies where laughter mingled effortlessly with solemn remembrance. They shared stories entwined around fires glowing warmly amidst twilight hours, a tapestry woven through time binding together old dreams, while inviting forth new aspirations yet unimagined. With every heartbeat resonating harmoniously across valleys anew, came whispers promising brighter tomorrows. Vidar stood tall among them, raising arms high toward heavens, above proclaiming unity among gods who remained steadfast after chaos. Wept away many treasures dear held close within their hearts, long cherished, never forgotten, always honored, forever celebrated. This land, reborn from ash springs forth courage, undaunted, shining brightly upon each face, uplifted toward endless horizons, stretching far beyond sight, an invitation beckoning adventurers, eager to explore mysteries hidden amongst beauty. Looming wildly all around them, waiting patiently for discovery, anew a testament whispered softly that even amidst devastation arises potential, waiting eagerly within embraced time, transforms eternally, weaving threads connecting each story, boundlessly alive forevermore. So Sigrun concluded her tale, a reminder that even amid darkness springs forth light. Life perseveres, resilient against tempests, cast forth challenging existence itself. Rebirth awaits those willing not only accept fate's twists, but also seize chances bestowed, generously intertwined destinies, crafted intricately threading dreams, shaped by mythic wonderment, everlastingly carried forward, spreading joy throughout realms, eternal, resting peacefully under watchful eyes. Gazing tenderly down upon beings, striving together, finding solace, nestled securely within heartbeats, pulsing gently, harmonizing, beautifully forging connections, lasting infinitely, reaching beyond limits defined. Such is the power woven deep Side stories. We share remembering always hope blossoms, perpetually rising triumphantly above shadows cast, seeking warmth found here.